What's going on, good people? This is your boy Alberto, your host of the 95 North Falcons Talk Show. Folks, got tonight a potential trade target for our Atlanta Falcons, and this trade target comes courtesy of a follower's question. So, Jay in the truck, man, I appreciate the question, man. It's a damn good question, so I'm going to just give you my thoughts real quick on this would-be trade for the Atlanta Falcons. The potential trade target comes in the form of veteran wide receiver Adam Thielen of the Minnesota Vikings. Adam Thielen signed with the Minnesota Vikings back in 2016. He's been a solid wide receiver number one for many years. That is up until Justin Jefferson, burst onto the scene as a rookie, and even now, he's a megastar. He's a superstar. And as of late, also, man, KJ Osborne has been scratching at the bit, so to say, man, and has really etched himself as a solid wide receiver number two in Minnesota. So Minnesota having two superstar wide receivers, kind of makes Adam Thielen expendable. Adam Thielen is 31 years of age. He's due to make $11.6 million this year, so he could be a cut candidate or even a trade he can come up in trade conversations. And if the Atlanta Falcons wanted to definitely entice this idea of bringing in a solid wide receiver like Adam Thielen, I wouldn't oppose to it, man. You talk about a wide receiver that, is a mechanic as a route runner, runs every route in the route tree. He's still shifty and elusive, still has good speed, not the top end speed that he once had, but definitely coming in here in the role of a wide receiver number two to help Drake London come up, our own rookie or second-year player, soon-to-be second-year player, it pays major dividends, man. I know there's a lot of intriguing names out there, the Alan Lazard, the Jacoby Myers, the possible Keenan Allens, but those other two guys mentioned, man, they're going to want to get paid top dollar. And Atlanta, more than anything, needs to be smart with their finances this year. This is the first time we've ever had so much cap, under us for us to, be less than frugal with and just spend. So bringing in a guy like Adam Thielen, his contract is $11.6 million. It's something that we can entertain. It would be good for the roster. That wide receiver room needs a revamp. I don't think that he will be a failed trade. And failed trade meaning by like what we just went through with the Bryan Edwards situation. We traded a 5th-round pick to Las Vegas this past offseason, and he couldn't catch on to the team and never really found his footing in Atlanta. And Atlanta ultimately ended up letting him go. So Adam Thielen, man, for a lot of reasons, I would welcome that trade to Atlanta. Now you're talking to Drake London to pair with an Adam Thielen. Bringing back a healthy Kyle Pitts. We have Tyler Algier. It has explosive offense in the making here with this trio, or all the four that we just mentioned. Also, Adam Thielen can serve as a stopgap wide receiver as well. Atlanta might entertain the fact of drafting a wide receiver this year. There's a lot of intriguing players out there. For me personally, Jalen Hyatt from Tennessee and Rashee Rice from SMU are two wide receivers I would look for in the later rounds, possible second and third round. So Adam Thielen, man, definitely I would welcome him on board. The contract is doable. There's always a small possibility that small extension can happen just to lower the cap hit. But one thing that Adam Thielen brings to the table, man, is hard work ethic. He's going to be a good role model. He's been a dog in this league, man. He's been a great player in this league. And truth be told, he has 55 career touchdowns to date. And 30 of them, 30 touchdowns have came in the past 3 years. That's super impressive, man. So he has a nose for the end zone. He knows how to get in the end zone. He knows how to get open in the end zone. So that would be amazing. So let's go over some stats right quick as far as what Thielen did this year. He caught 70 passes for 716 yards and 6 touchdowns, man. So those are solid numbers, folks. Those are solid numbers, man. And believe me, Atlanta can definitely stand to have that type of productivity at wide receiver too for us this year. We don't know what's going to go on with Cordero Hodge or OZ. Atlanta might decide to just revamp the whole wide receiver core and bring in guys that fit better to their scheme. So, Adam Thielen's a guy that I can see fitting in this scheme here. He's a willing blocker on the outside too. So definitely, man. I'm all for this trade if it was to come down, or if it came to a possibility. Keep in mind, Atlanta has draft capital. Thielen at the moment, he's not going to garner a first. He's not going to garner a second. I don't think he'll garner a third. But a mid to late round pick, maybe 4, 5, or 6, there's a strong possibility. Right now, currently, Atlanta has 2 number 4s, and it could be 3 number 4s, but we don't know what the compensatory picks are going to be this year. And Foye Oluokun balled out for Jacksonville, and he can land us a pretty decent comp pick. So I look forward to that. So that could be a third, it could be a fourth, who knows? But yeah, man. So to date, Adam Thielen's career, 534 catches, 6,882 yards, and 55 touchdowns. Man, the kid's been productive, man. So I'm for this trade if it was to happen. Those are just my quick thoughts, man, on the help that he would bring to the wide receiver position number 2. Exclusively helping Drake London, our number 1 wide receiver. So, Jay in the truck, man, I appreciate the question. Those are my thoughts, man. I hope I answered your question. So, folks, tell me what you guys think, man. Is Adam Thielen a fit here in Atlanta? And if so, would you welcome a trade? As always, man, drop those comments. Let me know what you guys think. This is your boy, Berto, your host of the 95 North Falcons Talk Show. I'll catch y'all guys later, man. Peace.